There we go. And we are live. Listen, self-production. It's been a while since we did this. Let me know how the audio is. You know what I'm saying? We are back. Now, listen, I'm excited to be back. We've been on a hiatus. You feel me? But we're back. Stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? Not Conor McGregor back, but we're back stronger than ever. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The Jack of All Trades vibes are strong here, obviously. She's one of the better variety streamers worth following right now, as she loves to say in her own words. Pretty much play any game that stretches her out. Get in tune with this wonderful woman so you can watch her struggle. Ultimately, in whatever game she decides to test her mettle against. Today's guest is Zuri Sparks.
Hello.
Oh, snap. There we go. Hold on, let me see. Can I turn my camera on now?
I don't know if you'll be able to do it at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Let me turn my webcam off. Here. There we go.
I know. I wish they would allow you to do that.
It better. There we go.
Oh wait, you actually got it?
I got it.
Oh my goodness!
We're here. Let me get some booms. Hold on. Let me get some booms.
Yo, what magic did you do to do that?
So, thank you for accepting to get on the podcast. I asked you really last minute. When I mean last minute, I legit asked you. I feel like it was yesterday. I have amnesia.
Yeah.
It was yesterday. And you accepted. So I was like, let's get it.
Yeah, I know. That was a first, but I was just like, yeah, I'll do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just like, that's something that I've been trying to do as of lately, is just be like, yes.
It's a beautiful Friday. How's your week been?
Busy, I guess you can say. It's been good. I just been, I have an internship going on right now. So I just been working, trying to stream more, but working.
Well, by the way, you're also, you're from Indiana. And if there was a camera on me when I seen that, I was like, that's a state. At first, I was like, that's international. I was like, wow, this is very cool. I was like, no, this is a United State. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say that. You know, how is Indiana? How is the global warming there and stuff like that?
I don't know. And I stay here and I just don't know. I mean, Indiana is Indiana, I guess. I don't know if you ever heard of Indianimals, but I think that's about as lit as it gets.
Got you. I was like, is it on the East Coast? I was like, I'm saying Eastern Standard Time.
It's Midwest. Okay. It's Midwest.
Gotcha.
It's I don't know. I've been here forever, so I'm that person where I was just it's nothing really to do. But then it's some people that's that move literally to Indiana. I don't know why, but they literally moved to Indiana, and they like it. I'll say this: if you want to raise a family in some parts in Indiana, probably not all parts, but the outskirts. If you're not downtown, really in the middle, which is Indianapolis, you're pretty much straight. But that's what people say. They want to raise a family, they'll come to Indiana. It's not really much going on, so
yeah,
it's cool.
I'm gonna come to Indiana now because my stereotype of Indiana is Ohio now. Is that have you ever been to Ohio?
Yes, I have.
Would you say
Ohio's different?
Okay,
Ohio's different. Okay. To me, it is. I feel like Ohio's kind of fast paced for some reason, depending on what part you go to. I feel like Ohio's really different. Indiana, I feel like it's chill. When I go to Ohio, it makes me feel like I'm in Chicago for some reason.
I've never been to Chicago. That's next on the list.
Oh, you should go. Yeah, Chicago is. I would say put that on your list before you come to Indiana.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Now I have a question though, because I was reading your bio, and I already told you this before the podcast started. By the way, I'm gonna need help with this word. A multi-potentialite. I think I already said.
Yeah, multi-potentialite. Yeah.
Give me some claps. Yep. Listen, you can't hear the claps. You can't hear the claps, but they can. The chat and everybody.
Okay, I can't.
I don't have it set up like that yet, but we'll get there one day.
Now, if you do that, that's cold. That's actually great.
You know what I'm saying? But first of all, I want to talk about that though. You're not just, a streamer, a content creator, like you mentioned earlier, intern and stuff like that. How are you balancing all of that? Definitely right now with inflation and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I had to. So at first I was Like you asking with my friends. At first, I was like going to school. It was a plan. I was going to school, working at the grocery store, working for my school, and then also doing this thing called Shipped, which is like they deliver groceries.
Okay.
And so I was trying to do all, and then also try to stream at the same time. So I was trying to do all this, and it just didn't seem like things was adding up. So now, now that I've taken like to where it's like only one job and not three
Yeah.
three different jobs,
Yeah.
I have more freedom to like, okay, and then I'm working from home too, like my internship is at home, so I'm able to like work,
Yeah.
Set up some time to stream, and then that's pretty much good. I just have to fill in the other part where it's like, have the time to be creative, which that's another thing. I'm also starting to do like some commission work for people, whether it just be like emotes or graphics or whatnot, because I'm trying to put myself out there.
Can we
Yes,
get some
I'm trying to
booze?
put-
Hold up. I got some. Hold up.
yeah.
Boo, you know what I'm saying? Claps. Listen, I'm
wish
gonna
I could
use
hear
this.
them.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix that. Trust me. Trust me. But
Yep.
I like that. So, and that's the thing too, right? I feel like you have so many aspirations where, like, wait, I think you froze. Hold on, did you? I think she froze. I'm gonna be honest, I have a joke. I'm gonna say it's the Indiana Wi-Fi. We're gonna wait. We'll be right back, folks. Hold on. Let me see what happened. All right. So she'll be back. I just hit her. Her PC having a little brain fart. That's all good. I am going to talk to you guys. My name is Aaron, aka Eyes of the Don. This is my podcast called Inside the Screen, where we talk esports, gaming, and culture. And Zuri is the first guest on this new season. And so, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this podcast. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. Let me know if you have any questions too. I like to be immersive when it comes to chat and the guests that I have on. So, yeah. Hold on, I think we're
Okay.
I think we're back.
I think so. Okay, just give me a quick second to get my life.
Take your time.
This would happen now. We were smooth selling.
You know what I'm saying? It be like that.
I'm like, yo, I'm messing up the programming.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, yeah, let me just get my life. Now I gotta make sure my camera wants to mess with me, because it's like, all right, girl, like you should never turn off. Let's see. It'd be a process trying to get this Elgato cam to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to save for a DSLR.
I know, I would love one myself. They're really like, I feel like that's a game changer, honestly.
Yeah.
Like going from like a webcam to a DSLR, like it's just automatic.
Right, because I stole my work one. When I mean stole, I mean like when they say, "Oh, I can work from home," I was like, "Oh, bet. Let me grab this camera." Boom, and it was a 4K touchscreen, Wi-Fi. I was like, "Oh, this is so good." And then they said they wanted it back. I was like, "Damn, okay." So yeah.
This works. Yeah, no, they definitely wanted that one back.
Right.
Wi-Fi touchscreen. Yeah,
Nah,
we're gonna
yeah.
need that. They said we're gonna need that one.
We're all good. There we go. I think you're muted.
Boom. There we go.
There
I gotta
we
get
go.
these. I gotta work these L bottom products, man. I gotta get my life. Okay, I hope that does not happen again.
There we go. We're Gucci.
Me some stuff off. One people's like, "You're doing too much."
Honestly, I thought she was just doing the mannequin challenge for real. I was like, oh wow.
Okay, I don't even want to know how I was frozen. I don't even want to know.
I was intimidated. I was like, oh, okay. You're the folk. Listen, when you're a host of anything, every guest has like a different like look at somebody talk face, and so for some people, it is just. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'm intimidated. I'm scared.
No, like I'm just being extra serious. Like, no, I'm scared to even see. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see that somewhere in the Discord. Like, look at your face. Look how you was sitting.
No, it's good. It's good. Honestly, we can shoot it here. Have you seen that clip of the monkey grabbing that man's ankle? No, the knee.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
If that was you, what are you doing in that situation?
I honestly would have tried to fight it. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Like, I would have literally tried. Like, okay, first off, if I could, like, the shirt, because it had the shirt at first. So I honestly would have got up out my shirt.
Yeah.
I would have been out my shirt. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what we're rated here, but I would have been out my shirt. Because facts. What?
Yeah.
And then if you would have messed around and grabbed, like, okay, first off, I already got out my shirt. If you would have grabbed my pants leg, like, no, I'm literally boxing with that monkey. Like, I would try to fight it. I really would. Because, like, no way I'm out here with just no shirt and you didn't grab my pants leg.
Right. You feel me? You make me feel comfortable now. Because I was like, damn, like, if that's me, what am I doing? Like, am I about to hit this monkey? Am I really about to meet his ass in front of everybody?
Yeah. I would honestly. I would really try my hardest to like. Dang. I would try because like that's so wild. It really had a grab on him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't letting him go.
His foot. Nah. Almost took his foot off too. Like no.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Stuff like that scares me. As soon as he reached for, I was like, "Yo, listen, all those monkeys kissing up on people. Listen, hey."
No.
Nah, y'all smart enough to no, thank you.
No, did you see like below that they had one and it was driving a golf cart.
I have seen that one. You wanna know what's actually funny? This is a secret, and listen, whoever's watching this, even you, don't tell nobody I said this. If there's two things I do want to happen, I don't know why, it's just in me. I want zombies to be a real thing. I know that's weird.
Oh my goodness.
And I also want to see if monkeys can actually take over. Like, I don't know why those are like my fantasies, but I don't know.
Say zombies, yo.
Yeah. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
Like, I haven't. Okay, personally, I have not watched The Walking Dead, but I have seen like the game series, I think, as well. Yeah. A lot of people play that, but I didn't watch it because one of the things is my dad used to like watch like a ton of like scary stuff, and he loves zombie stuff. So as a kid, I would sit downstairs and watch TV with my dad, but I would be so scared to go upstairs by myself, so I would just sit there and torture myself watching zombies. So I was like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. But talking about, games, right? This is an esports gaming and culture podcast. I've been seeing you've been playing Multiverses. I've been seeing you playing, what's this new game you've been playing? What is it? Roller Champs? Yeah. You've been playing a lot of Roller Champions too. Like, I've seen a lot of people play that game. I don't think listen, I got too much anime to catch up on. I got too much games to catch up on. But how would you rate like Roller Champions? Like, is it good? Like, what?
Okay, so personally, I love Roller Champions. I played it like a couple years back when they had the beta. So like for me, I'm gonna keep it like a buck. I would say I love it a lot, but I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? Okay, why 8?
Yeah. Just because it's Ubisoft, and Ubisoft, everybody thinks of Ubisoft and they're like, oh, bugs, and you know what I'm saying? And it's literally a lot of bugs. So it's like I enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I feel like it has a ton of potential, but the bugs, man, I play on the PS4, and honestly, it's points in times when I'm streaming and I literally can't invite my friend. I be trying to get my friend Cosmic in there to play. I feel like Roller Champions honestly hears me talking like, okay, come on, send me an invite. As soon as I say send me an invite, I can no longer invite any of my friends for like 10 minutes. It's so
that's crazy. Now, what do you think about? So first of all, would you do that in real life? I was like, there's certain video games I would do in real life. Would you be? Because that's actually a real thing in real life.
Roller derby. Yeah.
Would you do that? Be honest.
I would try. Honestly, I would honestly try. I'm not a big skater, but like somebody was saying that, would you do this in real life? And I was thinking, if like say somebody was like, hey, I see you're playing roller champions, I want you to come out and do roller derby for a day or whatnot, I would try it, but I'd be like, please don't knock me out. Like, can y'all like do like the two hands?
First of all, we just sold them the bag. Listen, roller champs, you know, don't let your game die by no content. You need to invite some streamers out to do roller derby. And yo, you see the whole thing they're doing? Yeah, creator fighters. No, let's do a roller derby. Whole bunch of streamers. I got my money on you though, for real. Even though you just say you don't know how to skate though, so I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do what I do in roller derby.
Yeah, and I was about to say.
No, if you give me like, if I can get a solid good 2 weeks, I bet you I could probably skate like decent.
Okay, I mean that's valid. Yeah. 2 weeks is honestly enough time. To be honest.
I would go find one of my friends and be like, "Yo, anybody?" Like, I was just going on Instagram, like, "Anybody still skating? I need some help. I need a skate trainer, please." I would do it. I would, if they hit me up, I would do it. That would be fun.
Listen, we're gonna clip this and ship this, and also I need my bag, Ubisoft. Listen, give me my coins. But before you're Indiana, you got the Indiana Wi-Fi. I'm gonna just blame it on that. Listen, I am gonna bully Indiana just because I did not know it was a state, and that means it tried my intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta bully it from now on. Before Indiana, the internet Wi-Fi took you out, you were talking about college, inflation, and how you balance and all that. What do you go to school for?
So I go to school for 3D graphics and animation, and then I'm also getting certified in human computer interaction. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
you're one of the coolest people I've ever talked to. Why those?
Okay, so for the 3D thing, it's because I really wanted to do graphic design, but my school, it honestly didn't just have like graphic design. So there was like, I just kept on like holding 3D out. Yeah. And my advisor was like, hey, like you're like close, you've done everything. She was like, this is 3D. So she was like, you're gonna have to take a 3D class. And she was like, how about you try it out? And I'm like, okay, I'll try it out and see how it is. And so I don't know why I didn't think about doing 3D to begin with, because I changed my major so many times. But I used to love like Disney. Like I used to love like Disney movies, like Rio and Big Hero 6, Tangle, all that. I used to love it. So I don't know why it didn't click to me. Ratatouille. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I used to love like watching like those type of stuff that involve 3D, but it didn't click to me like, oh, I can do this. Like, and even now it's tough. Like I'm not where I want to be, but so I did that. I took the first year and I did good. That's when you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. They didn't really hound you until the second year, which I did that last semester, and that's when it was like all polys, and I was like, wait a second, I was so used to just going in there, putting things together, and not even thinking about like, oh, if I want to really like put this in a game or work for somebody, it's like rules to this, so I enjoy it a lot. I like building things, and it's tough. It really is, because like sometimes you're building stuff from scratch. That was the second year, building things from scratch and making it look good.
Right. Okay.
And so yeah. And so I was beating myself up because I'm like, like, man, I remember the first year I was solid. He would tell us what to build and I would build it and I was cool. But it got to the second year, I was like, oh my goodness, like I cannot do this. It's like I was just beating myself down. So yeah, so I like that, but I think the thing that I'm going to focus on the most will be motion graphics. So I was able to do take some classes in that as well. So it's like I got all of it because all of it plays together. You can use like your stuff from 3D. I use Maya, so you can use that stuff, import it into After Effects and do what it do. Or knowing the stuff from Maya, like the 3D principles, I guess you can say, you can do that in After Effects. Like, so it's hand in hand.
And that's exactly why I asked, because I actually have a lot of friends who work for like esports orgs and they do like 3D animations, creating like they can take Valorant characters and like make a own like world and stuff like that. And so one, it's good to see a Black woman doing it, first of all, and then second of all, it's like you said, motion, like when you mentioned 3D, but I moved into like motion design, it's legit kind of like the same thing, because they're like you can use one in the other and vice versa. So I was like, that's cool. And then you also said,
I love that.
What, doing that part? Like
I love when I see people do that, like taking like the models or characters and then making something completely new. They do that in esports, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like,
also, you just mentioned you wanted to do graphics and stuff for streamers. I think there's also a world where you like can definitely get in like doing like, I don't know, animations or whatnot, like I don't know, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like I feel like once I get out of school, I'll honestly be able to like really dabble in and figure out how can I do this, because that's the goal. I want to be able to like bring some like personal things to people. As I know for me, I think of stuff and I'm like, dang, I wish I can find somebody who can do this. And I want to be to that point where it's like somebody thinks like, oh, I want this. Who can do this? And it's like, I can. Like, I can do it. So that's why I want to, because I have so many things that I want to add to my own stream. And if I could, like, if I could get like a studio or a space, and honestly, I would have something new every week, like pertaining graphics or something.
I like that. So how would you describe your content now? Like, where, like,
you know what I'm saying? My content now, I feel like it's, personally for me, I feel like I'm a little like I'm trying to get back in the groove of things, just because I do leave a lot because of like school or just like, you know, mental health or something like that. So right now, I say I'm not where I want to be. I know where I want to be content wise. I know what I can offer. I do have people that's like, I love it here, but I want them to really be like, no. Yeah. This is why I come. Like, this is it, you know? So it's all about, I feel like right now I'm really focused on Twitch at the moment, because that's what I can do. That's what I have. The equipment I have, I can do Twitch. So that's pretty much it. I just try to make everybody have a good time. We try to turn up when we can and stuff like that.
Facts. I've been popping through. It's like, okay, yeah, we litty. What was it? Yeah. I feel like you was playing a song one time. I was like, oh yeah, we lit in here.
Yeah. Yes, what is it? Death by Trippie Redd. That's our main song.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Yes. Like that. But so that's it. That's it, honestly. Like, just really Twitch right now, but I want to do way more. Like, way more.
And I'll also say this. I like, from what I've heard you say, I honestly, like, you're in a beautiful spot, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I want to focus on this one thing. But sometimes when you start focusing on that one thing, you can reach, burnout super fast, because that's like kind of what you're only focusing on. Where you, in the case, you're kind of like, you're in this space where it's like, even though you're like, you have obligations, so there really aren't like choices. You strictly want to focus on Twitch. You're at this part where it's like, when you come back to Twitch, it's like I guess you're more inspired maybe, or you're like, oh, I'm actually happy to stream today type thing.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. That's it. That's honestly it. Like, sometimes I'll wait so long, and I'm like, man. I'm like, what happens if I get on today? And then once I get on, I'm like smooth selling. Like, it's an amazing stream. Like, my energy is up there. So it's honestly that. And then like being able to like just to create content. And that's the thing, because I'm not able to create content on other platforms. When I get to Twitch, I honestly try to create some type of content or some type of experience for people, because I'm like, I'm not on TikTok right now. I'm not able to put out cosplays at the moment. So it's like, okay, what can I do while I'm on Twitch?
And you're also a seamstress though. Listen, your bag is deep. Can we just say that? Like,
I know, I need to. That's why I'm telling people. That's why I'm saying yes to things this year. I'm just, yes, I'll do it. Like,
when did you get into like doing that? Like,
oh, that was a long time ago. So my nana, I used to go to her house all the time. And she's passed, but she honestly would just sew. Like, she would just make jewelry, she would sew, she would paint, she would do so much. So I used to be over there all the time. She stayed in Saginaw, that's in Michigan. So it really wasn't much going on there. So all you can it wasn't much you can do there. So all she could do was like probably do that and go to church. So so we did. So I would watch her sew, and I would just be like, Nana, can you teach me how to do this? And she was like, okay, well, first off, I'm gonna let you sew from like by hand. So I was like, okay, I'll sew from by hand. So I would it got to the point where I was just like advanced. I was just going, and I would show her little things, and I would make stuff for Barbies or my Bratz, because I was a Bratz girl. So she was like, oh, that's dope. So it was like one year that I was like, no, I'm about to make me a pair of pants. So I would always try to alter my clothes and stuff in high or middle school, I would say. So it was these pants, and so I had I cut them up because I was like, I'm gonna make these into some joggers or whatnot. So I had cut them up because they was like yoga pants, and I sewed them up with my hand, and I was like, bet, they're secure. I went to school. Something told me to put some stockings under them, because I was like, just in case they rip. Yeah, they definitely ripped while I was at school.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sick. I'm so glad I got these stockings on. So I was like, honestly moving. So I told my nana that. I was like, yo, my stockings. I was like, not my stockings. I was like, my pants ripped. She was like, how'd that happen? I was like, because I hand sewed them. And she was like, oh, no. So I went to her house, went over there to hang with them for the summer again, because I would hang out with them for the summer. And they ended up giving me my first sewing machine. It was one from Walmart. It was a brother. It was like $70. And then from there, I just went crazy. She taught me some things, taught me how to do a pattern, but I don't really base my stuff off of patterns from other people. I normally make my own.
Yeah.
And so
really
from there,
good,
I just went crazy.
That you're really, I've seen, I'm like, yo, this is like, there's a lot of people who do that type of stuff, but you can always tell when it's like, maybe like a beginner's level or something like that.
Yeah.
For you, I'm like, yo, I need some socks. I need some, like I need something.
And that's what happened. I got overwhelmed because what had happened was it was prom, and that's when I really started. People was like really like, hey, I need something now.
Right.
Like it was prom, and so I was like, I'm gonna make my prom dress, and my friends was like, I don't know about that, Zuri. Like I don't know about that one right there. My mom, she's my biggest supporter, but she's like, okay, are you sure? Okay, let's start ahead of time so we can make sure everything's good, because I only went to my senior prom. So I made my dress, and I'm like, I want this to be like a super duper long train. I was like, I want it to be so long. I want it to be gold and all that. I don't know if I still have it on my Instagram. I think I may have put it back up there, but I did that dress, and I kid you not, like, I have to see if I have it. I want to say I put it back on there. It's probably on the bottom, like all the way to the bottom.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's fine. No, that's gas. Okay. Yep. First of all, 2017.
I know, it's been a long time, and I did really that.
Good.
I had like fashion. It was fashion magazines, all that, like having me on their stuff. Like it was tons of people hitting me up, like, "Hey, can you do my wedding dress? Can you do that?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm self-taught." Like, well, I mean, my nana taught me, but all the rest of this stuff is self-taught. So I was like, I can't. So I made a couple other things. I took them off my page. But I was like, I'll have to add them back, because it was like a point in time where I was like really making stuff for people. But I just was like, I'm not where I want to be. And so I just stopped. And then I got back into it when it came to my cosplays. Because I was like, I want my stuff to look exactly like the person I'm trying to be.
Noah's been banger. Right. Your cosplay. Spark, honestly, you're so talented, but it's like good. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people, like, I feel like I'm talented, but like there's certain areas where I think I need to work on and make this stronger. For you, it feels like you're already pred. I don't know if you play Apex. I don't play Apex, but most people that I talk to play Apex, so I'm using that analogy here. It's like you're like pred talented, where you're like really good in other things you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I was like, nah, that's crazy. So I didn't know that part though, of like so you make the costumes yourself. Of the cosplays.
Yes. So I would say the latest one would be the Mandy one, and I was like, I want this to be like Mandy's dress, and I don't really, it just depends. I add my little flair to it, but I was like, it needs to be like Mandy. When people look, they need to be like, oh, this is Mandy from Billy and Mandy. Like, when it came to the Frankie, I want them to be like, this is Frankie from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. And then whenever I go to anime, I want them to be like, yeah, this is that. So that's why I'm like, I know if I make it from scratch, it's going to be that. This honestly. So yeah, so I make my own cosplays, and I would say the one that I actually like really made flower and all would be the Mandy one, from Billy and Mandy. And I got some other ones that I'm wanting to do, and I've already like kind of like worked on, and it's just getting the fabric and doing it, honestly.
And you were just waiting for school, right? Like,
I'm just waiting for just life to not be like, hey, I need this, I need that.
Yeah. Yo, listen, I hope you're putting yourself first, because like, like some of the most talented people, and I have friends, legit. One of my friends, he's a 3D animator. And I'm talking about, if this dude wanted to make a video game, I believe he could make a video game. But it's the fact that he's always like, somebody's asking me to do this. So he has no time to like put his passion towards his own self projects. I'm like, listen, like, you got to make some time for yourself so you can really discover and like, I don't know, experience what you really want to be about when it comes to this. And so,
I agree. I mean, this year I'll put it like this. Like this year, that's what my goal. Because like previously, you know what I'm saying, I do. I'm the type of person that likes to help others, especially like friends and family. So that is me. Yeah. But this year, I'm like, no, I honestly have to do this. Like if I don't do this year, I'm not gonna do it. So it's just like, just do it. So yeah.
Now I have a question. Don't judge me. I only ask this because I'm gonna ask it, and then you judge me. It's the case. What is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Do you believe in that type of
Yeah.
stuff?
I only know me and like a couple others, but I wouldn't mind. Honestly, I want to. I just don't. But I wouldn't base it off of like people, because I tell people I'm a Capricorn, and like at first they wouldn't even know, and then I'm like I'm a Capricorn. They're like, what? And then they'll try to fix something up and be like, oh, I see that.
They be
I
like,
see.
that makes sense. They be like, that makes sense. Like, what makes sense, bro?
What makes sense? Like, it's so funny. Like, some of my friends, like, unless they get off the bat, like, a lot of people don't, though. It hasn't been one person that's been like, oh, I felt like you're a Capricorn. Like, you're a Capricorn, aren't you? Like, no, they're like, you're a Capricorn? Yes.
No,
Yo, Caps be capping. And I'm like, I don't know.
That's crazy. Now, something that we've talked about before is music. And you talking about, I think we talking about house music. Like the unts music. I'm a musician myself, and I've kind of like gotten back into like really love listening to music. But me and you talking about like video game music. Something I want to talk about is like, dude, would you agree that video games don't make the same soundtracks anymore? Like you remember Tekken 4, like.
Well, see, I wasn't really heavy like when it came to that, like Tekken and stuff like that. But when I listen to it now, like when I'm like grown, I guess you can say, and my friends are in Discord and they're playing like older games and stuff like that, I do like see, because there was a point in time I would play like older games and I would be like, wow, this soundtrack is like amazing. I don't feel like they do, but when it comes to indie games, I feel like they have it.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Indie games are so slept on, and I guess that's the whole purpose of an indie game. But it's like, when it comes to like something as I get older, because first of all, I sound like a boomer these days, but when I play video games now, there's two things that I love the most. It's the sound design and the graphic work on like the game. Not just like, not graphic work, but the art design of the game.
Art design.
And so it's like, when a game has two of those that's really good, I'm like, okay, just let me buy it. Like,
I'm all for OST. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, yeah. And I feel like the last game that I can say solid was Ali Ali World. I hope I'm saying it. The skateboard.
Yeah.
I literally have their soundtrack on Spotify, and I listen to it from time to time.
Really?
It's just so like, it's kind of gives you like that lo-fi type vibe, but it's more up pace. It's so nice. Like, I'm just like, that's why I tell people, I'm like, no, indie games honestly have that soundtrack that you're probably looking for. I'm trying to think. I know a lot of people was playing Elden Ring and stuff like that. That had a cool soundtrack. I mean, it was pretty.
Yeah, come on. Listen, let's talk about it. Listen, I'll say it. That's the only reason I even brought this topic up, because when Elden Ring came on and I heard the timpanis and the orchestra stuff, I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Can I get some like, I just want that in my ear 24/7. I don't know if you ever played Sonic Riders, but I think Sonic did a great job when it came to that.
No, I've been seeing that a lot because of TikTok.
Really?
TikTok.
Oh,
I didn't have
I've been seeing that, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I personally would love to go back, like figure out how to play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, allegedly emulator. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like, but I would love to, because it did have a really good soundtrack. I'm
facts.
like, yo,
facts.
This is like dope. Like, especially like the style, and then how they'll put the characters in there and stuff. Like, they'll do the little edits and stuff. I'm like, yo, this sounds so dope.
No, they don't really do that anymore. And then also, I would say this: Sonic is underrated when it comes to like a game that you really got to be like good at. I think it's because Sonic's cute, and just like, listen, this is basically a speed run video game. So
yeah. To be honest, honestly, I was like, I forgot which one it was. I used to play like a Sonic game on the PlayStation 2. And I can't think of it. I always forget the name, but I know it. If I seen it, I know what it is. But I just found out that they would some of the music that they would have in that game, it was from like actual songs or something. And I was like, I was like, yo, I didn't even know that. That's dope.
Yeah, they would sample like a lot of music. Somebody on TikTok does like a series where they break it down of like a Michael Jackson song that was turned into like a Nintendo theme song or something like that. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But I had a question. Somebody who's as multi-talented as you, a lot of passion, aspirations. Do you ever find yourself being more like doubting yourself or overthinking?
Yes, look,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, and the reason I ask that is because like I do the same thing. I'm like, yo, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do this. Oh, but I could do this too. I'm like, hold up, slow your roll. Like, so
Yep.
how do you, I don't know, process that?
I'm still working on that, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't say I have it like down 100%, but I'm honestly working on that. So it's just like trying to take a little bit at a time,
Yeah.
honestly, because I have so many ideas on it, like, but it's just like, how am I going to execute all this in one day in like 2 hours? Like, but it's not going to happen. And so just trying to like, now just trying to like let myself know, like, okay, if you do something, because then you get to a point where you're just thinking about all of it and you're trying to figure out when you're going to do it, and then you don't do it at all. That was me.
We get some amen.
Right. Okay.
Hold on. I got a new piano sound. Yeah. Amen. Amen to that. Can we get it one more time? Amen. Can we get it one more time?
One more
time.
On, amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
One more time. That's facts.
Yes.
Facts.
And you won't do anything. You'll be a whole year with ideas.
No, that's so facts. And I one time I catch myself doing that because I'm like, I want to do all this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But then I was going down a perfectionist path and chasing everything to be perfect. Burnout isn't gonna come yet. What's gonna come is like self-anxiety because you're actually not doing anything. And so like I was facing that. I was like, okay, first of all, no more of this. If I got an idea, that's why when I sent you that invite late, I was fighting self-anxiety Wednesday. I was like, yo, I haven't did this in a minute. Because, when Inside the Screen ended, I just started sending people clips. Like, I was like, I don't want to send the whole little message. I want to be, this is what I want to do. And I know it's good, right?
Yeah. And I loved it. I was bragging about it and everything. I was like, yo, look at this. Like, this is, I personally, on a creative standpoint, I was like, this is so dope. This wouldn't have crossed my mind. But with you doing it, I was like, I'm honestly going to take this, but I'm going to make sure I at you. Like, you did it first.
No, you don't. Take it. No, you actually, so when you sent, you had like that, I was like, whew, I was like, my anxiety was, I was like, they probably going to think this is unprofessional, blah, 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 blah.
No.
But I was like, you know, I'm glad,
And honestly, it made me feel more comfortable to be like, yeah. Okay. Like if you would have sent like a, hey, what's good? I got this podcast going on. I would have been like, I probably would have still said, yeah, because I like you. You're dope. You're dope.
Thank you.
But that video, I was like, oh, this is so dope. You was dancing and all that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's so funny. Oh, good. Now, because the reason it's so funny is because I was actually gonna do that. I was like, you know what? I could just send him a message. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But I was like, listen, I'm not away from trying to be perfect, but I just know how I want to do things. And that's just what I'm on right now. It's like, okay, I know I'm going to do this. I'm going to first take Drake. So that's where we're at right now.
No. And honestly, when you do like this in the future, anybody who comes on, I'm literally going to be like, did he send you a video? I'm gonna be clocking you. I'm gonna be watching you. You better not send nobody no message.
Nah, facts. The people who get the videos gonna try to like mint them as NFTs if they're into that type of stuff. I'm gonna be like, yo, you gonna have to give me my bread. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, I'm literally gonna be like, did you get a video? Okay, just trying to make sure. No, and you can't even say, oh well, I just sent them a message because it's last minute because that video you said was last minute.
Nah,
so you know, what I'm saying? You have no excuse.
Nah, you're right.
You have no excuse.
Nah, you're right. I'm thinking of it now. I'm like, yo, listen. And what's so funny? I'm taking you so serious. I'm like, damn, okay. I gotta really tap in right now.
No, I'm serious. You think I'm playing?
Nah. But have you seen the PlayStation showcasing? Have you watched that?
Well, did they have one for the Summerfest or the last one that they did?
I'm mixing it up. I'm talking about Summerfest. Okay. My fault. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I did. I did see the Summerfest. Yep.
What we thinking?
I mean, I wrote a couple things down. I feel like this year, one thing that I did see, it felt like horror games was coming back.
For sure.
Like, I feel like horror games. Yeah, it seems like a lot of horror games are like, rock and roll. It's about to be the year.
Yeah.
Yep. But I wrote some down because I was looking at like the indie games, if anything, but I can't remember.
Would you say you're more of an indie game lover?
I think I am now, but I love all games. I feel like I love all games, to be honest. Whatever catches my attention. But I've been liking indie games a lot more just because I feel like it's like on a personal level, to be honest. Like, depending, some of them are just like really small groups. It's a really small group and they're making this game and it's like, why not? If it catches my attention, I'll support it, you know? So, I love some indie games. I'm not really a big horror person.
Listen, let's make some claps just because. Facts. Same. I played Resident Evil, never finished it.
No.
Like, nah.
Them monsters are too big for me.
Right.
Anything that's towering over me in the game, I just can't. Like, playing Elden Ring was a freaking...
See, it was different for me, but nah, it was like, that was a no-go for you?
No, I love it. Don't get twisted. I loved it. Okay. But it was like some points I would literally just be like screaming because I'm scared.
Nah, yeah. When the dragon comes, I'm like, yo, where the fuck are you coming from? Or like, there's a cave you walk in and somebody just start meeting. I'm like, yo. Nah, you're right. You're right.
Yes, and then when the bosses, they would be like the different like lords and stuff. They would be huge.
The Titans and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that had me shook when I first started the game. Like the Titans, and then you would go far, and they would like do a blast or something. They would do a screaming or a blast at you. Like, oh my goodness, you are so like big and just all over the place. Nah. And then I finally got to the point where I was like bodying them, and I'm still, even when I was bodying them, I still will run past them.
Nah, facts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got the game early, so they sent me the game, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. I didn't play that game. I played to the guy on the sword. I rode my little horse, did a little bit of adventure, and I was like, okay, that's enough for me.
That's enough.
Yeah, no more of that.
He was like, that's it. I'm good. No, I'm surprised. I beat the game with the help of my friends because I knew that Road to Champions was coming out. So I could have beat it on my own if I didn't have any other games coming. But I was like, I'm trying to get this game beat so I can beat a game this year. Yeah. So I can beat a game. But I mean, we did like the boss fights. I mean, man, we was like at it for I think like 2 days. I was like telling people, I was like, yeah, we're gonna beat this in one stream. Like we're gonna beat this in an hour. That's how I tell them.
I said that same thing. I was like, listen, speed run. I was like, Elden Ring speed run. Let's get it. Die. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'll see y'all.
Yeah, but you was about to tell me the games you wrote down that you're excited to see.
Oh yeah, I can't look. I thought we was gonna move. I was like, because I don't know where I wrote them.
No, you're
wrote them down. Okay, so one of them was like Cult of the Lamb. It looked really cute, and then it was, it looked like demon stuff as well, but it was fun. Skate Story looked really good. I don't know if you've seen that one, but it was like they said it was a boy who was a demon made of glass.
Oh,
and I thought that was really that. But he skates. He skates. So that's, you think of that like you're on a skateboard, you're made of glass.
Okay,
that's why I was like, and then I want to say the other one I had wrote down was Angry Foot, and it was a couple other ones that had caught my attention. And then other than that, I'm trying to think. I definitely am about to go and get, what is it? Saints Row. Saints Row. I definitely want the new one that's coming out because they got the Boss Factory out right now, and I'm loving that.
Also, shout out to Saints Row, one of the few games that can actually get black characters' hairstyles to be actually.
Oh my gosh.
Good. So yeah.
Like, honestly, I didn't know that they were that good at getting like black hairstyles. When I tell you, they literally have stitch braids in there.
No, yeah.
Like I'm like, what in the world? I'm literally investing my money because like you have to. I have to support it.
Hey, you wanna know something? I never had when Elden Ring came out and people was complaining about like the hairstyles, it wasn't a issue for me until people started saying there's an issue, because I was so actually used to no characters or like the characters always being bad, so I was kind of like conditioned to be like being okay with like the mediocrity. But I was like, yo, if you really think about it, bro, that's actually facts. Why am I playing this video game where there's fake characters but you can't even put like you can't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo. Yeah.
I just put a helmet on at that point. Right. I hate it. Like even like that's my thing. It's like, come on. You could at least give me a fro. Like
you would put a whole Titan in here with like no like, but you can't put like, come on now.
I wish they would have honestly put some like black hairs. Like I would have been okay if they would have just put some cornrows in there. At least you tried.
You know what I'm saying? Do what GTA do, like do something.
Yeah, but they were saying that, back in those times where Elden Ring, they wouldn't have no hair, but no, it's no excuse.
I don't. Wait, do I have a sound? I don't. But listen, this is what I'm going to say. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Because back then, they damn sure didn't have no horseman with a big shield and a big sword. You feel me?
Exactly. You guys are. This is the whole story.
Excuses, right?
Go ahead and story up some hair.
Right.
Okay?
But that's why people like you and your expertise are very important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
part of me, low-key, I haven't even touched hair at all. But part of me wants to go and learn how to, because I do know that it is really tough doing hair.
Too. Yeah.
But there's actually, like, I want to say there's actually people out there who literally do like black hairstyles.
Yeah.
Invest your money, like spend the extra money. They're probably not even gonna charge you that much. Spend the money, get the hairstyles in. Like, it's no excuse. Like, it's no excuse. That's why I'm going to invest my money into Saints Row, because I got in there yesterday and I seen about 5, maybe 6. I want to say it was a whole 3 rows of black hairstyles. Like,
of good ones, right?
Yes, good. I'm telling you, the braids look like braids. I never seen that. Why do these braids look like braids?
I'm about to get my locks in the video game.
Okay, no, they had locks too. The locks actually looked like locks. It didn't look like just like, like a little like block.
Yeah.
It looked like a lock. I was like, yeah, I'm buying this game.
It sounds nice. Buying it. Are you gonna get Goat Simulator? First of all, it's Goat Simulator 3, because I never knew there was a 2, but apparently we skipped the 2. We went straight to 3.
I didn't know it was. I kind of knew. I didn't know it was a Ghost Simulator. I thought that everybody was saying Dead Island when they seen that trailer. Yeah, they was like, "Oh, Dead Island, Dead Island," and then all of a sudden you hear a goat, and I'm like, "What?"
And that's all you were saying, right?
I should get it. I haven't played a simulator game. I should get Goat Simulator.
No, you should. You should. What else? I think that was about it. The new Call of Duty, I guess.
Okay, right.
Listen, and it's $70 this year. Listen.
Oh no!
I'm not buying Call of Duty ever. Listen, if it's not free to play, it's not here to stay. Can we get an amen? Amen.
Amen. No, I mean, hey, I guess you say Warzone.
Listen,
but I'm so sick of Warzone.
Yeah, I'm a Valorant guy these days.
Yes, you do play Valorant.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a little Valorant.
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen? I seen that Rogue Company was today. Did you see Rogue Company? I don't know if you like.
I actually do like Rogue Company.
They're having I don't know if they're about to add something. I don't know if they're about to are they free to play now?
Who? Rogue Company?
Rogue Company?
I think it was always free to play.
Okay, they're about to add something. I think it might have been like the Battle Pass, and they're gonna add like a certain amount of tiers or something that you can get. But I was thinking about getting on back on Rogue Company, because I was like,
that's an underrated game. I'm gonna be honest. There was nothing really. It was just the fact that it was too easy. I feel maybe like everything about it is like I don't know. I don't know. It's just easy.
I might re-download that tonight and just try that out again. Because like I was a point in time I was playing Rogue Company because I don't play Valorant.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what it is. I think Valorant is my new toxic relationship game. I will be mad. Maybe it has. No, you're right. Wait, what you mean by that?
It just has to. Like anytime I see somebody play Valorant, they're not. It doesn't look like they're just like woo, like Valorant time.
No, that's facts. That's facts. I can't remember a time I've been happy to actually play Valorant. It's more like I'm stressed, and I go to play a video game to release my stress, and I get more stress because I'm like, yo, like my team is ass. Like, what are you doing? So, you're right. Yeah, you calling people on they bullshit. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I never seen anybody be like, yeah, I'm just playing some Valorant. I'm having fun. Like,
nah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yes, thank you.
Now, me and you didn't get to experience segments because listen, if you guys are new here, this is the first podcast back. I'm trying to make it independent. And I'm gonna rework on my segments. However, we're still gonna do one segment. It's my favorite segment, so it's like what I'm saying. It's no big deal. This segment is called 137 Seconds. Now, you might be asking, he was asking the big questions all this podcast. No. See, listen, that's where you got me confused. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? The hard questions are going to come now. I'm going to play a little intro. You won't be able to see it, sadly, but they will. But let's get into it. Okay, first of all, my Stream Deck is not working, but you guys going to see this intro, because guess what? We put money and time into this bad boy. Hold up. There we go. 137 seconds. 137 seconds where we ask you super hard fucking questions that you never thought you would be asked a day in your life. Welcome to the segment. Let's get into it. All right. Are you ready?
Okay, I think I am.
All right. What video game raised you?
Oh my goodness. Bratz Rocking Angels.
What is that?
It's literally what it says. Bratz. There's a Bratz. You know the dolls, Bratz dolls?
Oh, yes, I do. I do know those.
Yeah.
I do know those. Okay.
So it was called Bratz Rocking Angels. Yeah.
Okay. Do you watch anime?
Yes.
What are 3 animes you would recommend to anybody?
Samurai Champloo, Fully Cooley, and Nana.
Nana? Okay. Have you watched Spy Family?
Yes. I'm liking that. It's so good. It's so good.
Right? Would you rather people know all the details of your finances or all the details of your love life?
Oh, finances.
Finances? Which is worse, being too confident or being too humble?
Oh, I feel like being too humble.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like being too humble. Yeah, that can hold you back. That can hold you back sometimes. I feel like it really can. Yeah.
Being too confident, you're just so hungry, but people don't like it. But you're still getting what you want. So
you still get what you want.
Yeah. If you can only speak one word though for the rest of your life, what word would it be?
A.
A.
Yeah.
I imagine somebody saying, "Hey, you want to go to this restaurant? Hey, do you need me to call 911? Hey, imagine a cop pulls you over. Do you got any weapons in the vehicle, ma'am? Hey, they're like, oh yeah, we got
like, but look, you said word. I can be like, hey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do.
First of all, that's gonna be a whole sim. Hey, that's a whole sim
right
there.
No, hey.
That's a whole
okay,
sim.
they might. I'll be like, hey, like, no.
Nah, that's funny. That's funny. However, I want to say this. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yo, thank you.
Being on the first podcast. Thank you for sharing all your aspirations, your beautiful stories. Now, there's only one thing I ask. I want to change it up. I believe in manifestation. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Would you like to leave like a little meditation, I don't know, message or passage here? Maybe for the future you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. Not for me.
Look,
that's so like.
I thought it was like for everybody.
No. For you.
Let me see. Just do it. Honestly, I'm gonna just do that. Just do it.
I like that.
Honestly, that's it. That's my problem. I just be like, should I?
Yeah.
Just try it out. Just do it.
Not facts. I love that. Well, listen. First of all, you can't hear it, but they can. This is the end of Inside the Screen featuring Zuri Sparks 001. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was an honor having this woman on this podcast. Listen, can we have some shout outs into the shout out Cosmic, shout out Call, shout out Murder J Rope, shout out Tristan, shout out everybody who came through on the podcast. If you're listening, I hope you have a great night, morning, evening. If you haven't ate, go eat. Go get you a 4 for 4. What are you tripping about? Spicy nuggets with the frosty. I like you know something. What else? Oh, if you're viewing this on YouTube, listen, like, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Hope you guys have a beautiful night. And see you guys on the next Inside the Screen, which is going to be next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get some claps, please. You can't hear it, but they can. Don't worry about it. All right.
It's clapping.
Listen, this music got me in my zone. I know y'all. Yeah. All right, love you, people. And we're gonna end it.
Yay! I made it.
You should do a shout out.
Oh wait. Oh, you said a shout out?
Yeah. First of all, cut the cameras. What Nicki Minaj say? First of all, excuse my rudeness. Where can everybody follow you at? Where's the social medias? Come on.
Okay. So I'm literally brand-wise, I kind of got that down. So Zuri Sparks, S at the end, but you probably find me off of ZURIS, and then it probably pop up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Zuri Sparks on everything pretty much. Yep, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, IG, TikTok. Literally, Zuri Sparks. Probably LinkedIn.
And listen, follow her right now if you're not already. ! Zuri Sparks in the chat if you need to get updated and informed. But other than that, Now we can start the piano music. And now I'll see you guys next Friday.